Hey everyone, welcome back to the StraboSpot channel. I'm Claire. Today we're going to be walking through samples in StraboMicro. How to create a new sample in StraboMicro, how to create a new sample in StraboMicro and link it to StraboField, how to unlink a sample in Micro from StraboField, and how to link a sample to StraboField after creating the sample. So first, how to make a sample. We're in a data set here. The yellow folder is the data set name. To add a new sample to the data set, you click the plus button on the right hand side of this project navigation pane. Click Add New Sample. Give it a name, Test Sample. Enter in as much information as you can. The more metadata is always better for future you. But all that's required is the sample ID and click Create Sample. That will add the sample to the bottom of your project hierarchy. You can reorder it as necessary. To create a sample and link it automatically to StraboField, you can add in the information. Some of this metadata will be inherited from StraboField. What you do is click this link sample from StraboField button at the top. This will open. It's important that you're logged in. But assuming you are, and assuming you have field projects currently uploaded to your account on StraboSpot.org, they'll show here. You choose the project, choose the data set, and choose the sample associated. The sample in Micro now has inherited the lat long of the original spot in StraboField and some of the metadata entered in StraboField, including the sample description, material type, and sample notes. You can see here the green, it's been linked to a server sample ID number. Click Create Sample. That creates a new sample that has a link to StraboField. If I wanted to break a link or remove a link to StraboField, I can edit the metadata in two ways. First, going to the sample metadata, clicking the pencil button on the right-hand side. It brings up your sample metadata window, and you can see the three options at the top. It's currently linked to a sample in StraboField. Maybe you'd like to link it to a different sample, which is the second button, or unlink it entirely, which is the third button. The other way to open the sample metadata window is to go to the sample, click the three-dot menu, and click Edit Sample Metadata. It brings up the same window. There's just two different ways to get to it. For this example, we're going to unlink from StraboField. It's going to remove the link and save changes. Nothing happens to our micro project. Our photo micrographs are still present. The information is still captured, but the link is no longer active to StraboField. The last scenario is adding a link to a previously created sample. So again, we have our project and our data set with several samples. Here we have a sample that hasn't been linked to a StraboField sample. I've already created it in Micro and there's metadata existing. Now there's a field sample that I would like to connect it to after its initial creation in Micro. I again click the pencil, I click the button at the top, link sample to StraboField, click the project in the data set and choose the sample that's associated. It will add in some of the metadata. Click Save Changes, and now I've added a link to StraboField to an existing StraboMicro sample.